Name your price. Snatch. What? These tickets will do nicely. But... No, you can't do that. The way I see it, you have two choices. Relinquish the tickets, copy my work, pass the course, or don't. Your choice. Deal. Wise decision. Here are my notes. Help yourselves. I'm off to catch a movie. Bye-bye, boys. These notes had better be worth it. The scary thing is, they are. Off to the movies? Yep, courtesy of two generous gentlemen. I've got an extra ticket. Want to come with me? No thanks, I've already seen it. Really? That's too bad. I wonder who I should take. Oh, how about Tristan? He left as soon as the bell rang. He did? What for? I'm not sure, but it's been like that for every half day. Once the bell rings, he's out the door. And he rarely wants to hang out on weekends anymore, either. I wonder where he goes. Who knows? I guess one of these days, we'll have to tell him and find out for ourselves. Gasp. Spying on your friend? What an underhanded thing to do. I like it. I knew you would. The two girls giggled as they walked down the hall. Here so soon? Visiting hours have only just started. That's me, Mr. Punctual. Some call it a blessing, others call it a curse. You didn't need to rush all the way over here, you know. You could have at least had something to eat before you came. What, and missed the chance to sample some more of your tasty hospital cuisine? Don't be ridiculous. I hope you're referring to the cafeteria food. I don't want to see you stealing food from the patients. I wouldn't dream of it. Although the cafeteria's jelly isn't quite as good as the ones you give to the... Oh, but just listen to me rambling on. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you enjoyed coming here. Why, it's practically like a second home to me now. And some days, it's even more peaceful here than it is at my own house. Especially now that my mom's gone into her spring cleaning mode. Should I be concerned that you are able to find solace in a psychiatric facility? Could spend a week with my family. Then you'll find your answer. Well, if that's the case, we could always set you up with accommodation here at our fine establishment. Food and housing, courtesy of the state. Of course, we need a signed document from your mother and your physician. And we need you to be clinically, insane. Well, with final exams coming up, I might just end up taking you up on that offer. Oh, crap. The doctor and I continue the joke as we made our way down the long corridor of the institution. So what's Mia's condition like? Considerably better than last week. We've managed to get her to come out of her shell a little bit more since your last visit. The other day, a nurse managed to hold a conversation with her for a full 5 minutes before she started to withdraw again. Care to guess what the topic of the discussion was? Social economics? Almost. Me? You get a gold star. Wait till I tell Mommy. Although, regardless of how much we try to interact with Mia, the truth of the matter is, what she really hangs out for are your visits. It's not easy being popular. Are you still keeping her away from sharp objects? Let's just say that she's become very accustomed to eating soft foods. And still no word on her family, I'm guessing. The police managed to track down her birth records. But apparently, her parents have been deceased for a few years now. What about grandparents or aunts and uncles? The police searched, but there's no other living relatives listed anywhere. How was she able to pay rent or buy food? How had she survived all this time? Her parents took out a life insurance policy shortly after she was born. At the time of their death, it accumulated to a considerable amount. More than enough to survive on, especially given only spent the money on essentials. Does a label maker count as an essential? She rented an apartment and had been living there by herself ever since. She still attended school? That's sensible. If it were me, I'd probably drop out of school and blank away the inheritance on a get-rich-quick scheme or something. You've got to admire resolve, that's for sure. I'll say. My daughter could learn a thing or two from her. The other day, she spent all of her savings on a new phone, even though she already had a perfectly good phone that I bought her not 1 month earlier. What can I say? We live in a materialistic world. Some kids today just don't know how good they have it. Why, I have a half mind to bring her down here to have a chat with Mia. Maybe she can talk some sense into my daughter, because I sure can't. Yes, Doc, let the borderline homicidal mental patient talk some sense into your daughter. That will solve everything. For his daughter's sake, I hope this place doesn't have a bring your kid to work day. If I may ask, how did her parents die? They were flying to Hong Kong for a business seminar when their plane was hit by turbulence and crashed into a mountain. I see. I breathed a short sigh of relief, making sure the doctor didn't hear me. You were worried that she might have had done something to her had done something to do with their deaths. Right? Yeah, weren't you? Who, me? Nah. Clearly, I needed to work on my poker face. The doctor chuckled softly. I wondered, could their deaths have been the reason that Mia had become how she was? Or could it be that she was already like this before their deaths? Was it my interaction with her that triggered her psychotic break? Psychotic break. And exactly when and where did Mia and I allegedly first meet? I had so many questions, but with Mia being the way she was, I was pretty sure that they would never get answered. We finally arrived at her room. Knock, knock. Mia? You have a visitor. Without waiting for a reply, the doctor pulled out a key and unlocked the door. There was Mia standing by the window, staring out at the trees. She made no effort to acknowledge that someone had entered the room. What, no greeting? That's not very nice, Mia. When Mia heard my voice, she immediately spun around to face us. It's Tristan. Tristan came to visit. She ran over and embraced me, burying her face into my chest. I got scared for a minute there. I thought it might have been someone else, but I'm glad it's you. I was worried you wouldn't come. Hey now, have I ever let you down before? I chuckled and stroked Mia's head. Then she then glanced at the doctor and with her usual vacant face. This, of course, was nothing new to him. Alright, I can see that you want me to leave. I'll be heading back to my office now. I'll come get you when visiting hours are up, Tristan. Thanks, Doc. The doctor smiled one last time and left the room, closing the door behind him. We remained standing in the same spot for a while. I stared at the trees while I patiently waited for Mia to finish embracing me. There was a normal scenario whenever I came to visit her. Sometimes she wouldn't break away from me for a full 20 minutes or so. I guess me not being with her all the time had caused Mia to become deprived of much needed affection that she felt she couldn't get from anybody else. That was just my guess, but I'm no physician. I decided that I'd query the doctor about it later. Clearly your time here has made you a far more sociable person, Mia. You know, it used to be that you wouldn't do so much look at the doctor when he was talking to you. I don't know what they're feeding you in here, but it looks like it's made you a much friendlier person. Tristan is teasing me. Not at all. Well, not entirely anyway. That was a compliment. Acknowledging other people and interacting with them. The doctor told me about your little chat with one of the nurses. That was very good. It shows that you're getting better. I'm proud of you, Mia. Tristan is proud of me? That's right. You're doing good. I stroked Mia's head again. She let out a soft moan and continued to nuzzle my chest. Although she seemed to be improving, I knew it would be a long time before Mia was deemed well enough to leave this place. There was also the possibility that she would never fully recover and remain here for the rest of her life. It was a sad thought, but it was still far better than letting her go and risking another violent attack. I couldn't bear the thought of Mia being convicted of murder and getting thrown in jail. Or worse, she tries to flee police pursuit and ends up getting shot. Okay, enough of that kind of thought, Tristan. With the way things were, it was clear that she was going to be here for a long time anyway. I put those nasty thoughts out of my head and tried to enjoy my time with her. Will Tristan still come to visit? Huh? If I don't ever go home and stay here forever, will Tristan still come and visit me? Will you? Did Mia read my mind just then? How did she know what I was thinking about? Maybe because she was embracing me so tightly, she was able to detect changes in my heart rate or something. Given the way things had already played out, I wouldn't have been too surprised if she could do that. Pat. Huh? dummy. What a stupid question. Of course I will. Tristan. Glop. Glomp. Mia leapt into my arms and sent me flying off my feet. How nostalgic. It was just like the day I first met her. Only this time, I was staying in front of her bed, so it was a soft fall. You mean it? Do you really mean it? If I stay here forever, you'll still come and visit me? Forever and ever? If I stopped coming, you'd be lonely, right? Yes. I'd be so lonely without Tristan. When Tristan is here, then I don't feel alone anymore. So please keep coming to visit me. Please, Tristan. Don't let me be lonely. Promise? Yeah. Promise. Hehehe. We lay together on the bed and talked until visiting hours were up. In the end, Mia was sad to see me go, but I assured her that I'd be back again next time. Hopefully that made the wait a little more bearable for her. As time passed, it became abundantly clear to the doctors that Mia's condition would not improve anywhere past its current point. And with that, she became a permanent resident of the institution. But I remained true to my word and continued to visit her every chance that I got. I even managed to help Mia open up a little more with the doctors and staff. But every conversation that she had with other people would still end up being centered around me. It got to the point where I became famous among the orderly as the Mia Whisperer. Like I said, it's not easy being popular. After I graduated from school, I moved into an apartment close to the institution. I got a job as a convenience store clerk in town and would continue to visit Mia on my days off. As a result, the two of us grew closer together. I never did manage to get an answer to my question as to where the two of us apparently first met. Though the amount of time that the two of us spent together, it hardly seemed to matter anymore. And in time, I forgot all about it. All I remembered was that on my first day attending my new school, I met a strange girl who tried to kill me. But then she got help, and we became a couple. I guess that man who saved my life was right. I really did have strange taste in women. I was in love with a yandere. My little Yandere-Chan. Mia. Hehehe. Oh, I heard something. Tristan. I love you. Happy end, yay! Awesome, yes, that's the end of the game. Wait, no, that's sad. I wanted more of this game. It's amazing. Writing/programming. Oh, I didn't get to see the credits. I literally pressed no buttons and it was like, bye. Well guys, that's the end of the game. We finally got the happy end. That may be 2 parts, who knows? I do, because I'm editing the videos, of course, but... yeah, so I'm thinking about something to replace this with. Yandere-Chan is over, so I need a new series, and just, wondering, but, guess you guys just type down in the comments below what you want me to do. It can be Minecraft, it can be some kind of Pokemon mod or something for a game. Nuzlocke? I heard about that. It's a challenge thing, where you have, like, different Pokemon and stuff in the regions. And I heard that when one of them dies, you have to put them in the PC and never use them again, but, yeah. So, remember, it could be, like, some kind of game. It's gotta be free at least, or at least below $10, and I gotta be able to get it, so there's that. Because I'm not one of those people who actually have money on them. Well, like I said, or I didn't say, I guess. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and goodbye.